Welcome to the NLDS Game 1, baby. It's the Rockies. It's the Dodgers. Man, oh man, we are looking to win this one to take Game 1 of the NLDS. And it's against these Rockies who ended up beating the Diamondbacks. They ended up sweeping the Diamondbacks like it was a piece of cake. And I totally forgot the postseason, the way, like, how the games were. The wild card's 3 games. This is 5, and then it's 7-7. uh, for the NLCS and World Series. I totally forgot, and I was saying that the wild card was like I thought for some reason for a minute the wild card was 5 games for a second, but once the postseason came around and I really actually remembered, I know what I'm talking about now. But the boys are getting ready. The pitchers are getting ready in the bullpens as there's Antonio Senzatella. And our pitcher today is the Cy Young winner and the MVP, Walker Buehler. And he is on the mound now. His regular season stats, 28 starts, 25-0, a 1.43 ERA, 189 innings, 108 hits, giving up 9 walks, 248 strikeouts. And he was the last one to pitch in the regular season, and he's going to be the first one to pitch here in the post as Brenton Doyle steps in. And the first pitch from Walker Buehler will be a strike to start the NLDS. We'll take it, man. What a crazy regular season it was. And we're looking to win our first postseason game here against these Rockies. And I thought I was going to go Kershaw Buehler, but when you win the Cy Young and the MVP, you better be on the mound in game 1, as that's a punch out to start the top of the first and start this ball game for Walker Buehler. Like, if he wins Cy Young, I don't think I start him. I think I let Kersh go. But when you take that MVP from your DH, Max Muncy, you better be starting game 1. Like, there's no ifs, whats, or buts. Now, if you're Walker Buehler, if we need you in clutch situations, you're going to be coming out bullpen, starter, whatever I need, even if you need to swing the bat. The 1-2 slider, hit down to Arenado. 2 away here in the top of the first. So 2 up, 2 down, and now that'll bring up C.J. Cron. Had a really good regular season, and is hitting .429 in the postseason so far for the Rockies. First pitch hitting to right. Betts will get there to end the first inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Walker Buehler. Now let's see what the offense can do. We've dominated the Rockies pretty much all season, so this is huge for us, knowing that we're against the Rockies. And honestly, I have a lot of confidence coming into this series when we're facing this team. Alright, Antonio Senzatella, man, he had 33 starts, 14-11, 3.84 ERA in the regular season, 204 innings, 41 walks, and only 77 strikeouts in those 204 innings, so that's kind of low. And Mookie Betts will come up hitting .277. Well, was hitting .277. First game of the postseason, we have no idea what he's going to do. The first pitch will be fouled, 0-1. Mookie really found himself after the Boston series earlier this season. And ever since then, he's been crushing the baseball, seeing the ball very well. And I've been pretty impressed with the way he's been playing. The 0-2 from Senzatella will be fouled. But who's going to be the postseason hero for the Dodgers? The 0-2 got him looking good. Fastball. Was not expecting another heater, and Senzatella goes back to it for the 4th time and strikes out Mookie Betts looking. And now that'll bring up Outman, the Rookie of the Year, and the man who won a batting title in his first year as well, and a Gold Glove. James Outman, he has a lot of stuff to be putting in his house. The 0-1, as that's popped up, and 2 away here in the bottom of the first. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, that drops. And Outman's at second. I did not think that was dropping. That's going to be a base hit for a double for James Outman. And he will get the Dodgers' first hit of the postseason. I just thought it was blooped up and Javier Baez was going to be able to get it. It just was not able to. And now that will bring up Freddie Freeman with a runner in scoring position. And if you're the Rockies, you needed to get Outman out. Like, You need to get every Dodger you see at the dish out. Like, or if not, get every Dodger. You just don't want them to get extra base hits or home runs. You really want to hold the Dodgers to singles if you're the opposing team 0-2 to Freddie Freeman. And the Rockies, they did beat us once earlier this year. Well, once in the regular season, as that's a ball 1-2. Good eye from Freddie. They beat us earlier this year here at Dodger Stadium. So it's possible. The 1-2 hit into center. That's a good swing. That ball is a fly out the Doyle. Outman tagging the throw from Brenton Doyle will not be on time. Runner at third for Max Muncy. He won a Silver Slugger. Close to an MVP, but ended up not winning it. That's pretty much the story of the awards. Is he, like I said, I definitely feel like he deserved an MVP, but struggled in that last series against the Giants, and Buehler had 2 starts that week that I really think solidified an MVP and the Cy Young 0-2 to Max Muncy. But Muncy wants a ring, so does the rest of the team, and that's the goal. The 0-2 to Max will be fouled. The 0-2 from Senza. James Outman at third. The 0-2. 1-2. Ball does not get too far away from Elias Diaz. That's not Danny Jansen behind the dish either. That's Elias Diaz. So they must have saw something with Elias in this postseason that they liked a little bit better than Danny Jansen. 2-2. So I think we're the first game for the NLDS's. The Cubs actually advanced to face the Braves, where they beat the Reds. So the Reds' postseason run came up pretty short. The 3-2 hit and fouled. The Rangers beat the Astros to move on. The 3-2 from Senza. The Rangers will be facing the Angels, and then the Guardians, I think, will be facing the Twins. The 3-2 again, ball 4. And a walk for Muncie runners at the corners for Will Smith. Can Will come through here and bring in a run? These Dodger fans want to see it. And I'd like to have a run on the board here in the first. Making Senza really work, though. 20 pitches. He just cannot get out of this inning, and that's all right with us. The 0-1. 0-2. The 0-2 from Senzatella. From Will Smith, 1-2. Wow, that had to be a great stop behind the dish for Elias Diaz. The 1-2 from Senzatella. Got him. 10 the first, and the Dodgers don't put up any runs, but they work the pitch count. And that's huge for Bud Black and the Rockies. Alright, Chris Bryant will lead off the top of the second, hitting .282. Hitting .111 in the postseason, though, and hitting 4th. First pitch, strike 1. 0-1. The slider, 0-2. So I really had a good feeling that we'd be facing the Rockies. No offense to the D-backs, just I feel like the Rockies have a little bit more pitching, as that will be Adames will field it. What a stretch from Freddie Freeman over there at first. That ball was hit so slow, I didn't think Adames would have been able to get the throw on time. But the pitching, I feel like, was the huge key factor for the Rockies. And I feel like their lineup is a lot better than the Arizona D-backs lineup. I mean, the only thing I feel like the D-backs did this season is that's hit to Vargas 2 away here in the top of the second. Was trade for Jonathan India. And they did that, and you really didn't get to see anything else. I mean, they dealt with Christian Walker being injured all year pretty much. I definitely feel like they could have been a better seed. They could have been maybe better than the Rockies if that's popped up into left center, and Taylor will get there. But they could have been better than the Rockies, I feel like, too, just a little bit, if Christian Walker would have been there. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it really does feel like the Rockies do have the better lineup than they did all year. And that's why I kind of felt like they were going to beat them pretty easily and move on to face us, as Arenado will lead off the bottom of the second. First pitch. Swung on and checked, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Senzatella, 0-2. So we got 2 games here and then 1 on the road if we end this series in 3. Yeah, Renato can maybe clinch an NLCS in Denver in Game 3. But our focus right now is Game 1, and I think for Game 2 it's going to be Kirsch. Game 3, I'm starting to lean towards Tony Gonsolin, because he definitely deserves a start. The payoff. They got Arenado. Tried to check the slider, just wasn't able to hold. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. Hit into left center. That ball is gonna drop. And that's gonna be a long single for it's gonna be a long single for Vargas. Now that'll bring up Chris Taylor. 2 hits for the Dodgers coming from the rookies today. They were ready for the postseason. Can the veterans come through here with a hit to help them out? The 0-1. 1-1. Good slider. The 1-1 from Senzatella. Hit into right center, but that will be popped up. 2 away. 2 away, and now that will bring up Willy Adames. On the postseason roster. Happy to be on the postseason roster, and I'm glad we got him on the postseason roster. I know there was a lot of if, whats, or buts about Deke Gordon, but Adames, he played with us much longer than Deke Gordon in this season, and it just felt right to keep him. And we got some bullpen talks I'd like to mention. Phil Bickford and Alex Reyes are both on the postseason roster because it was at an extra hitter. As that's hammering it. Oh my goodness. Willy Adames. No, he didn't. He just did that. Willy Adames, his first home run in like forever, comes here in the postseason to give the Dodgers a 2-run lead. And the Dodgers dugout is hyped. And Walker Buehler knows his job now. Pound the zone. Get the Rockies out. You have a 2-0 lead. Let's go, let's go Willy Adames. And let's go Walker Buehler now. They know Buehler knows his job, and Willie just did one of his. So we'll take it. And now that will bring up Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1 with that punch out for the first pitch. Hit into right center field. That's going to split the gap, and that will be a double for Mookie Betts. Oh, man, he's going to go 3, actually. Mookie, the throw will not be on time. A little bit offline. That'll be a triple for Mookie Betts. And now that will bring up the rookie, James Outman. Mookie Betts didn't win a batting title in the regular season, but he was close. So you got to be careful if you're opposing teams when you're pitching to Mookie Betts. He knows what he's doing, boys. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. The 1-0. Hit, chop back to Senza. Throw to first to end the second inning, but we do score 2 thanks to Willy Adames. Who would have thought? What a swing from Willie. Oh, that bring up NLDS. He's hitting 167 in the postseason. First pitch from Bueller. Ball one. But as I was saying the other night, or not the other night, about Phil Bickford and Alex Reyes, they are both on the postseason roster. It was either add another bat to the roster, and possibly Johnny DeLuca, who was called up earlier this year for a little bit. Keep Ryan Pepio. That's a punch out one away here in the bottom of the third. Keep Ryan Pepio on the roster, or have a bat and ND Gordon as well. And we decided to go with another arm in the bullpen. I feel like our roster with our offense is solidified pretty well. That will be hit to Vargas, and everybody on that bench can step up. And David Peralta, Jay Hay, JD Martinez, Austin Barnes, so I'm not really too worried about not having another bat on the bench, and I feel a lot better having an extra arm in the bullpen. And that's kind of how it was all year. With Noah Syndergaard being the starter, we just always had an extra bullpen arm, as that will be back to Bueller in a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the third, and the Rockies cannot get anything going against Butane. Okay, Walker Bueller.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Bring up Freddie. Ball one inside. The 1-0. 1-1. So the Cubs and Braves, I don't know when they play, because we don't get to see anything on the bottom of the screen. I just realized. I have no idea when they play, as that's a broken bat, and that will be caught from Baez, one away. And I can't see anything on the out of town scoreboard when they play, as that's a base hit. Oh, it says final, but it doesn't say. Yeah, okay, so I think that says 4 to 6 or something. And I think the Cubs won their game against the Braves, because there is something on the out of town scoreboard, and it says ATL, so that's Atlanta. I do know that. We're gonna maybe try and get a closer look, because I kind of want to see what that is. We'll see if later, if a ball gets hit in the left field or right field, if we can see it. Because it's not, like I said, it's not displaying on the bottom of the screen like it normally does, like the scores. So, as that's hooked fouled. Oh, 1-2. Got him. 2 away here in the bottom of the third, and now that will bring up that'll bring up Arenado, struck out in the first. Alright, first pitch. Ball one. 1-0 to Arenado. Dodgers lead 2-0 thanks to the Willie Adames home run. I like when Willie hits bombs, man, especially when they're opposite field, because they always seem to hook a little bit. They have some weird action to it, as that will be a base hit for Arenado. Muncy on his way to third. The throw will not be on time. So runners at the corners now. And now that'll bring up Miguel Vargas. 1 for 1 with that single earlier. First pitch. Hit into right center. That will be playable. More like center. That will be playable to end the inning. Let's see if we can see the out of town scoreboard when they're running off. No, not even. Yeah, not even close. All right, Brenton Doyle will lead off the top of the fourth, 0 for 1. Dodgers still lead 2-0. And Bueller doing his thing, 0-1. The 0-1 slider. It's crazy because on the last game of the season on Sunday, when we pitched with Bueller, I definitely felt like there was more pressure. Coming into this game, I just feel so relieved. Like, I don't feel like any pressure. I just feel like I could toss the baseball to Will Smith and like they're playing catch. Not trying to do too much and not trying to force pitches as that's fouled. Feeling pretty good about Walker Buehler winning a Cy Young and an MVP, which was pretty surprising. We got 2-2 inside. Will be hit up the middle for a base knock. Outman will field it, and Doyle will be held to a single. I wanted to run into right field to see, but I didn't. I really want to know if that's a Cubs and Atlanta final. All right, first pitch to Randall Grichuk, strike one. 0-1 from Bueller. 0-2. Wow, not the prettiest pitch, but it worked. The 0-2 slider in the dirt, almost. Doyle's going, throw from Will Smith on time. He got hosed. One away here in the top of the fourth. One away from Will Smith just to pop up and throw that ball down to second. And Doyle, that ball didn't really get too far from Will Smith. And the fact that Doyle went, I feel like they're just being a little bit too aggressive for the Rockies right there. The 1-2, 12 knuckle curve, excuse me. 2-2. I like the 2-2 cutter. We'll strike him out, 2 away. Great pitch from Walker Buehler, third punch out of the game. And now that will bring up C.J. Croney's 0-1. First pitch, swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 slider, 1-1, good take. I like the 1-1 to Crone. Hit into right center. That ball's crushed. That ball will be off the wall. That'll be a double for C.J. Crone. Now they'll bring up Chris Bryant. First pitch cutter, ball 1. The 1-0 from Bueller. Popped up to end the top of the fourth. Good job right there from Bueller, just believing in his stuff. Get out of that inning. Of course it would show the AL scores. Why? Oh, let's see if it gets to the NL. No. Okay. Alright, Chris Taylor will lead off the bottom of the fourth. First pitch swung on a miss, 0-1. 0-1 to Senzatella. From Senzatella, 0-2. The 0-2, 1-2. Good take. Oh, the 1-2. 2-2 inside to Taylor. Taylor Adames bets due up in the bottom of the fourth. 2-2. Hit up the middle. Baez will dive. He will stop the ball. But it's going to be a single anyway for CT3, like it would have been if that would have just poked up the middle. Now that'll bring up Willie Adames. Hit a fastball for a home run in his last at-bat. First pitch into right center. That ball is going to drop in front of the right fielder, actually. Another hit for Willie Adames. And now that will bring up Mookie Betts, 1 for 2 with the triple. Back in the second. This is not who you want up if you're the Rockies. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Tyler Rogers warming in the bullpen for the Rockies. The 1-0. 2-0. 2-0 to Mookie Betts. The 2-0 pitch from Senzatella. 2-0 hit into right field. That ball is going to be caught. Oh, man. I think I tagged up too soon. Yeah. Bad tag up right there from CT3. Just jumped it a little too soon. And now the first pitch to Outman will be hit and caught and the fourth. So the quick rally right there from the Dodgers gets killed from the Rockies. Alright, Mike Moustakas will lead off the top of the fifth. He's 0 for 1, 43 pitches through 4. For Walker Buehler, that's a strike 0-1. 0-1 count to the Rockies DH, 0-2. Signed him as a free agent and never looked back with Moustakas. He absolutely killed the baseball this season for the Colorado Rockies. A 1-2 fastball. Got him looking one away. Alright, I'll bring up Ryan McMahon. 0 for 1. Hitting to right. Mookie Betts will get there. That's 8-4 Chicago Cubs. Win the game, their first game against the Braves. So the Braves lose to the Cubs 8-4. And the Cubs are up a game against the Braves. Thank God that was hit to Mookie Betts and I could see the scoreboard. First pitch to Elias Diaz will be fouled 0-1. I wonder why it's not displaying it. I wonder if it's because it's a postseason game and it just wants you know the focus on this. I don't know. 1-1. The 1-1 fastball from Buehler to Elias Diaz. Hit up the middle for a base knock. Tying run coming up to the plate for the Rocks. And now that will bring up Verdugo 0 for 1. First pitch slider, ball 1. Verdugo in postseason baseball this season. Pretty sure he's happy that he got acquired from the Rockies. Because the Red Sox weren't even close. The 1-1 cutter. 1-2. 1-2 knuckle curve will be hit. Arenado will field it. Throw to first to end the top of the fifth. So 5 scoreless innings for Walker Buehler. Alright, Freddie Freeman will lead off the bottom of the fifth. 0 for 2, Senzatella still out there. First pitch, hammered! It's 3-0, no doubt, moonshot from Freddie Freeman. I was sitting on a fastball. I just felt like one was coming. Senzatella has been not dominant, but he's been super aggressive with that pitch. And I told myself, Freddie can turn on him. And here it was a fastball right away to Freddie Freeman. High and away. And Freddie did not look back. And so that will bring up Max Muncy. 1 for 1, and he's done a turn on a fastball. Another fastball from Senzatella. And like I said, he's been very aggressive with the heater. I haven't really seen the slider, curve, sinker that much today from Senzatella. The first pitch will be a slider there, ball 1. That pitch was kind of just to see if Will Smith was sitting on a pitch. The 1-0. Hit up the middle, another fastball. And that will just sneak up the middle. Muncy will stay at second. And just sitting on the heaters. I feel like that's pretty much the game plan. To get Senza out. And yep, Bud Black has seen enough. You throw one too many fastballs, man. The Dodgers are going to jump on it eventually. That's exactly what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Colorado,
Oh, they don't bring out Tyler Rogers.
Tyler Rogers.
3.69 ERA, and Arenado will greet him. Arenado hit a home run off of him in the last series of the regular season in Colorado, as he's going to make Arenado swing and miss 0-1. The 0-1. 1-1. Dodgers trying to extend the lead 3-0 thanks to Freeman in this bottom of the fifth. The 0-1. Oh no, the 1-1. 1-2. Good sinker. The 1-2. 2-2. I like the 2-2, 3-2. Vargas is on deck. The payoff there, Renato. Ball 4 and a walk. Great at bat, bases juiced for Miguel Vargas. 1 for 2, singled earlier. First pitch, double play ball, 1 and 2, but the Dodgers score another run to make it 4-0. We'll take it. Anyway, we could score runs. I mean, the Rockies will obviously take the double play. Of course, I would have preferred that to be in the gap and the Dodgers just to keep on running or gone. But the double play will work because we bring in another run to add to the lead. That's the thing about the postseason. Just get runs. That's the goal. No matter how you do it. 0-1 to CT as he tries to lay down a bunt. But no matter how you do it, just lay down. Or not lay down. I was going to say lay down a bunt here. But just get base hits or bring in runs no matter how you can do it. Okay? Even if it's hitting into double plays. Obviously, you'd like not to do that. But if you do it, you do it. It's 4-0. And the Dodgers are feeling pretty good thanks to this man as well on the mound, Walker Buehler. He's 0. Now that'll bring up Javier Baez. He's 0 for 1. And strike 1. 0-1 knuckle curve. 0-2. The 2 cutter will be fouled. Other 2 fastball will strike him out, 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Great pitch from Walker Buehler, 5th punch out of the game. Now that'll bring up Brenton Doyle, 1 for 2. First pitch, strike 1. Zach Veen, he's not. It doesn't look like he appears to be on the Rockies roster for the postseason. So Doyle must have did something that they liked more about Zach Veen, and honestly, I'm alright with that as we strike him out here, 2 away. 6th punch out for Walker Buehler. And now they'll bring up Brandon Grishik. 0 for 2. Swung on and missed 0-1. 0-1 knuckle curve. 1-1, great take. The 1-1. 2-1. 2-1 pitch from Buehler. 2-2. 2-2 circle change will strike him out to end the top of the 6th. Buehler 7 punch outs now. Struck out the side. No, actually he didn't. Struck out Doyle and Grishik. Yep, okay. Alright, Willie Adames will lead off the bottom of the 6th. He's 2 for 2, single and a homer. First pitch he sees here, he's going to punch it to the second baseman, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now back, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ball 1 to Mookie Betts. The 1-0 from Rogers to Betts. Fouls it off, 1-1. On 1. 1-2. One, 2 from Rogers to Betts. Jammed him. That ball's dropping. And Mookie Betts is going 2. Verdugo will throw it in, and Mookie Betts will have a double. Triple and a double today for Mookie Betts. Just a bloop. We'll take it, man. And now that will bring up Outman. He's 1 for 3. First pitch from Rogers. Popped up, darn it. Chris Bryant will catch it 2 away. So weird to see KB at third.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie
I
Freeman.
bring up Freddie Freeman. 1 for 3. With that home run in the 5th. As he swings and misses here 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. 0-2. Terrible hack. The 0-2 to Freeman. Hit and hammered but fouled. Another souvenir for a lucky fan from Freddie. The 0-2 from Rogers. High ball 1. The 1-2. Rogers to Freeman. Popped up. That might drop. That ball is going to drop, and Freddie is going to second, and he will stay there. A double for Freddie Freeman. 5-0. And now that'll bring on Max. I didn't think that ball was going to drop. And it ended up dropping since Doyle dove and just could not make the catch. It's 5-0, and I feel like there's some plays in this game that the Rockies are just shooting themselves in the foot. That play right there, Baez earlier. I mean, we only have 5 runs on the board, but we have like 13 hits. The 0-2 to Max Muncy. He's 2 for 2, and that's inside 1-2. One, 2 from Rogers will be inside and fouled. The 1-2 from Rogers. Hit, and that will be played from Baez to end the 6th inning, but the Dodgers add to their lead, 5-0. Alright, CJ Cron will lead it off, 1 for 2. First pitch, strike 1. The 0-1 slider. Hit and fouled, 0-2. So also in Noah Syndergaard and Bobby Miller and a lot of the pitchers that we have, we might see some of them coming out of the bullpens, or them get one start in this postseason. It's because it's very hard to choose who I want to start in these series. Like if this series goes 5, if in Game 4, it'd probably be Noah Syndergaard or Dustin May, or because I'm pretty sure I'm going Gonsolin in Game 3 in Denver. Depending on what happens tomorrow. If we win with Kirsch, maybe we go Syndergaard in Game 3. It all depends on what happens, as that would bring up Moustakas. 0 for 2. First pitch from Buehler, strike 1. 0-1, and now the knuckle curve. 0-2. The 0-2 fastball from Buehler will be popped up. Arenado. Will he get there? Yes, he will. To end the top of the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 58, Carl Edwards Jr. Leading up for the Dodgers, the catcher.
Carl Edwards Jr. will be the pitcher here. Will Smith 1 for 3, swinging and missing here, 0-1. Oh and 2. One and 2. 2 and 2. It popped up into left. And one away.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Alright, first pitch there, Arenado swung on and missed 0-1. The atmosphere here in Dodger Stadium still feels pretty excited for it being the postseason, but it feels comfortable at the moment with the 5-0 lead. Dodger fans are probably starting to feel like it's getting later in the game. Rockies down to the final 6 outs. Dodgers still up for the bat here in the bottom of the 7th and up by 5. You could kind of have the side of relief that the Dodgers are probably going to take game 1. Because that's a punch out 2 away. 2 away, and now they'll bring up Vargas. First pitch from Edwards. And outside ball 1. So the comfortability feels pretty good right now as we're up by 5, the 1-0. Hit into right center. That ball will be playable, I'm pretty sure. Doyle will get there to end the 7th. McMahon will lead off the top of the 8th. Buehler's still out there. First pitch, strike 1. Buehler's been super good in today's first postseason ball game, and he's just been pitching very well, and he's been pitching freely as that's a punch out. 1 away here in the top of the 8th. And if you guys really if you really think about it, with Walker Buehler winning the Cy Young and the MVP, if you really sit back and think about it, it's not that hard to kind of understand why he did it, why he got the MVP. If you look back on his season, first off, he led the league in punch outs, and he did it in less innings than Tony Gonsolin, which is huge. He was second best in ERA. But there's 2 things in the season that solidify it, and that's 2 no-hitters. I think if he doesn't throw that, he don't win MVP. He don't win the Cy Young. Alright, well, he probably wins the Cy Young. He probably wins the Cy Young. But he doesn't win that MVP. But when you throw 2 no-hitters, that solidifies a lot from a pitcher's season, and that's very rare to do. Throwing 1's rare in your career, but throwing 2 in the same season, that's crazy. And Walker Buehler was able to do it this year, and I feel like that's the reason why he is the MVP of the National League and the Cy Young winner. The 2-2 circle change will be popped up into left. That ball will drop. Verdugo will keep this inning alive for the Rockies. Oh, bat throw from Taylor. I don't know why he took so long, but it's a base hit, and now they'll bring up Javier Baez, home for 2. First pitch, strike 1. And everything's been on point, I feel like, in today's game for Walker Buehler. Release point's been perfect. The pitches have been perfect. It's just been a very good game for Buehler, the 0-2. We'll strike him out to end the top of the 8th. And we're going to go to the bullpen to end this one. And let's Buehler convinces me, let's go complete game. I'm the MVP, baby. I'm the Cy Young winner. Let me go do what I need to do. As that will bring up Corey Knebel. It's a 40.50 ERA. Holy smokes. In the postseason. That's wild. First pitch from Corey Knebel to Taylor. Swung on and missed inside. Fastball inside. Right there. 0-1. Man, the Cubs. I can't believe the Cubs ended up taking the game from the Braves. And that means the Cubs, Spencer Strider had to be on the mound for the Braves, as that's fouled. Like I said, I'd love to see stats. I'd love to see them displayed in the postseason as well on the bottom of the screen, but they're not, which, like I said, is so odd. The 0-2. 1-2 to Taylor. We're gonna start warming up. We're gonna start warming up. We're gonna say Bickford. We're just gonna toss him in the bullpen and maybe decide what's gonna happen. If Buehler's gonna pitch the top of the ninth, the 1-2, 2-2. Oh, I know what happened to Zach Veen. He got hurt. He got hurt. I looked at the transactions before the post or after the or in the D-back series, and because you could see the roster moves for the postseason, and he got hurt. So Zach Veen is out for the year. And that's unfortunate for him. And then they DNF'd Will Smith before the season ended. So the Rockies have been kind of doing things to try and make themselves better. As that ball will be away, and Diaz couldn't make a play on it. Pass ball, I'm pretty sure. And Taylor's at second, 1-0. So yeah, poor Zach Veen. I feel truly bad for him now that I actually remembered why he's not here. No, 1-1. 1-2, good pitch. The 1-2 to Willie Adames. Got him. One away here in the bottom of the eighth. And now that'll bring up Mookie Betts 2 for 4. First pitch from Knebel. High ball 1. Former Dodger on the mound. Trying to keep it a 5-0 lead for the Dodgers. The 1-0. 2-0. Now pitching against his former ball club. 2-0 to Mookie Betts. Hit into center. That ball will be playable for Doyle. Taylor will tag. There he goes. The throw from Doyle will not be on time. Taylor not messing up that tag. He accidentally tagged up a little too soon earlier. And now that'll bring up Outman. First pitch, hit down to third. Bryant will make the play to end the bottom of the eighth. And the Dodgers are down to 3 more outs to close game 1 of the NLDS. Alright, Doyle will lead it off. Buehler at 90 pitches. He's gonna try and go. First pitch cutter, high ball 1. We'll go to the bullpen here and actually start warming up Phil Bickford instead of just tossing. 1-0. 1-1. Just in case, but I doubt we'll need them. The 1-1 slider from Walker Buehler to Doyle. Hit Adames. We'll get there. 1 away. 1 away here in the top of the 9th, and now that'll bring up Randall Grichuk. 0 for 3. First pitch, fouled 0-1. Grichuk had a decent year for the Rockies. Just popped up into left. I think he had like 20 or 15 bombs somewhere in there. 2 away here in the top of the 9th, and CJ Cron will be the last one to bat. We are going to just put the defense straight up here for CJ. 1 for 3. Doubled earlier, taking a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 knuckle curve. 0-2. There's a reason why he was MVP. There's a reason why he won the Cy Young. And Walker Buehler started this game, and he's going to end this game, as that's popped up. Man, I wish there was a strikeout with all that with all that dialogue I just put in. But we'll take it. Dodgers win 5-0, complete game shutout for Walker Buehler and the Dodgers here in game 1. Kershaw knows he just needs to do his thing in the next game, which will be tomorrow. And the Rockies know that they're facing Kershaw tomorrow, one of the greatest to ever do it. So they better start figuring something out quick. As the Dodgers celebrate this W, Rockies, Senza will get the loss, 4 innings, 11 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Best hitter for the Dodgers goes to Freddie Freeman, and Walker Buehler goes 9 innings here today at Dodger Stadium and dominates the Rockies. As we will take Game 1 of the NLDS, and Walker Buehler will be player of the game with 11 punch-outs. We'll take it. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next one.